This is the Roskilde Vikings Museum that we're at. You work here?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
yes.
What's that like?
Well, it's a good place to work because it's very exciting.
So Jan, Vikings are extremely cool, aren't they?
Oh, they are cool.
Yeah. When did you decide to start spending your entire life looking at Vikings?
Oh, I don't know if I ever really decided to do that. It just came that way because, I was working with friends and building Viking ships and...
Viking ships are great, aren't they?
Oh, they're very, very exciting.
Exciting indeed, and what a lot of people don't realise is that below decks on a longboat you can often find cabaret acts.
The rhythm is magic, the rhythm is gay.
Whoa, pretty cool, huh? Maybe I should build myself one of these longboats.
This ship that we're on at the moment, how is this built?
Well, this has been built with axes and augers and hand power, machines, a lot of work.
Were you part of the building team for this one?
Well, not on this one, no. That was a little bit later. Okay. I was building earlier.
Okay.
Well, this was where the king was living in late Viking Age Denmark.
Correct.
Roskilde was a royal town. And, this is also why we have those Viking ships here, because they were used to block the way down to Roskilde so that the king could protect himself against attacks.
So Jan, how is it that the Viking ships were able to survive for 1,000 years?
Well, they were deep buried under sediments, under sand, and so, when the ship sinks, then bacteria starts to eat it and animals starts to eat it. But if it's covered with stones and sediments and things like that, then there's no oxygen and no room for the animals, and then it will survive.
Were there Viking ships really close by here?
Oh, sure. We are sitting right in what was the harbour of Roskilde in Viking Age.
Wow.
And actually, when we built this harbour around here, we had to dug away a lot of earth to let the water in, and we found 9 ships from Viking Age and from the Middle Ages, just right here where we are sitting now.
Fantastic. Yeah.
Well, they're pretty good at it.
Wow, that does look like fun. On our website, we've had some people asking about Viking navigation. Can you tell us a bit about how they did it?
Oh, yeah. Well, we know a little bit about it because there are some medieval sources who tell us about how you did immediately after the Viking Age.
Okay.
And the funny thing is that they didn't do it at all like we do it today, because they didn't have the same kinds of equipment that we have today. They didn't have a compass with them.
No?
Not a compass like what we know today, at least. But they were very good at looking at nature. So they were sailing in the ships and they looked at the stars and they looked at the sun, so they knew what direction they were going. But then they also looked at the animals. Do you know that birds, they always have to go back to land to sleep at night?
Okay.
So if you see a bird out in the ocean, then when you look at it in the evening and see what direction it goes, then you know that in that direction there will be land.
Okay. So, is it true that the Vikings used crystals to somehow help them with their navigation?
Well, we really don't know. It is said so in a couple of sources that they had something they called solar stones, with which they could see where the sun was on the sky, even if it was cloudy.
Okay.
And there do exist such crystals, but, well, we have tried them out and they didn't seem to be of very much use. There are so many other informations that you can pick up just by looking around, so I don't think that it was an important tool.
So that may be a bit of a myth, that one.
Yeah, I think so. Or maybe just somebody in the Viking Age wanted to to
impress his girlfriend.
Yeah, something like that. Or his
Yeah,
king.
we all know we all know about that. Well, thanks very much for talking to us today, Jan. We've got to take the professor on a ride on our motorbikes now to Jelling, so we'll see you later.
Wow, you're lucky. Well, come again and visit us soon.
All right, I'm a teddy bear. Give me a cuddle.